morning. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Education Council reviews before members of State Council the National Strategy for Education 2040 and restructuring education system. The Royal Hospital conducts heart electric catheter surgery, the first of its kind in the Sultanate, using a three-dimension radiography system. And General Union Council of Arab Chambers discusses in Muscat impacts of the sharp drop in oil prices on the economies of the Arab countries. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Michael Daniel Higgins of Ireland on his country's National Day. Restructuring the educational system and the National Strategy for Education 2040 and drafting laws of higher and scholastic education and quality assurance topped the discussions at the meeting of the members of the State Council with the Undersecretaries of Education and a number of academics. The meeting reflected education reality and future vision for education sector in the Sultanate. Discussion also focused on teachers, the importance of giving them incentives, and at the same time it referred to the low standard of some teachers who were qualified abroad. The meeting noted that teaching hours are not exceeding 20 hours weekly per teacher and that the Sultanate is within the least countries of the world in the number of students in classrooms. They also discussed the development programs through which the Ministry of Education is managing scholastic education. Within the framework of higher education, talks referred to the weaknesses in certain academic institutions. All those remarks do not mean that the education quality is poor. There is evidence of high-quality education available in the Sultanate, but the concerned are always looking for the best. Within the context of upgrading the heart healthcare system in the Sultanate, the National Center for Treatment and Heart Surgery at the Royal Hospital conducted the first heart electric catheter surgery using a three-dimension radiography system. This treatment service in the field of cardiac diseases and blood vessels is the first of its kind in the Sultanate and targets patients who are suffering from heart pulse electric disorder. Boosting economic and commercial cooperation, enhancing work among Arab commerce chambers so as to serve and expand horizons of trading relations, topped aspects of discussions of the 20th round meeting of the General Union Council of Arab Chambers, which started in Muscat. The meeting touched upon the impact of the sharp drop in oil prices within the economies of Arab countries and searching for alternatives to diversify the income resources, the matters that requires exchanging expertise among other countries in order to suitable economic diversification and decrease the dependence on oil as a main income source. Statistics indicate that the volume of trade exchange among Arab countries amounted to more than 226 billion US dollars, and such meetings are seeking to increase this number through investment commercial opportunities, as well as building up relations between corporate and Arab investors. The Sultanate's proportion from these trade exchanges reached around 8.5 billion Omani Rial. In preparation to the mandatory application of corporate governance in the Sultanate through a new charter, the Deloitte & Touche office conducted a seminar on the best governance practices in the public and shareholding companies. The seminar is held in cooperation with Oman Center for Governance and Sustainability. The introductory seminar on the new charter was attended by representatives from Capital Market Authority Muscat, Securities Market, as well as public and private companies listed in Muscat Securities Market. The seminar showcased developments witnessed in this field and the new amendments made to the convention previously ratified by Capital Market Authority. The new charter stipulates on choosing members of the board of directors of companies and appointing them after training with articles and mechanisms of assessment in the executive management to access the latest standards in good governance. Central Bank of Oman stressed that the national currency value has not changed in the long-term transactions markets and that it remained stable against the Gulf currencies prices, denying reports of fluctuation of the Omani currency value linked to the US dollar. His Excellency Hamoud bin Sangur Al-Zajali, Executive President of the Central Bank of Oman, indicated that the benefit rates in the Omani banking sector are specified due to the interaction of supply and demand within the framework of the Omani economy, including free markets. He expected that the banking sector will continue its fruitful performance in the current year under the surveillance of the bank and comfortable levels of liquidity, solvency, flexibility and diversity in the sector that is added by Islamic banking deals and contribute to reinforcing the local banking indicators. Still to come in our news bulletin, citizens of the Wilaya of Dank organized a cleaning campaign for roads and residential areas after the latest weather conditions. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Said Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Foreign Ministry, received in his office today Vladimir Koltovich, Minister of Trade in the Republic of Belarus. The two sides reviewed the bilateral relations and means of promoting them between the two friendly countries in various fields that included enhancing the trade, industrial, tourism and cultural relations. The meeting was attended by Said bin Nasser Al-Harthi, head of East Europe Department, officials at the Foreign Ministry, as well as the delegation accompanying the guest. Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith Al-Nabani, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces SAF, received in his office today Air Vice Marshal Tim Ince, commander of the Australian Joint Task Force, currently visiting the Sultanate. The meeting exchanged viewpoints and discussed a number of matters of common concern. Air Vice Marshal Maher bin Ali Al Bobaidani, commander of the Royal Air Force of Oman, also received the Australian commander. During the meeting, they exchanged points of view and discussed a number of matters of common concern. Dhofar municipality inaugurated the experiment of operating electricity energy using solar energy in Salalah Public Park. This came coinciding with Arab City Day, which came this year under the title No Sustainable Development, with continuous of bleeding, migration and seeking refuge, which fall on 15th of March every year. The celebration came to enhance the importance of the municipality role to uplift the level of provided services and to achieve a civilizational shift for the cities. In recognition and appreciation for strong ties between the Sultanate and Egypt, Kulthum Arabic Music Band of the Egyptian Ministry of Culture held a musical event at Al Bustan Palace Hotel. The band sang selected songs of Kulthum in a celebration that carried the title A Night for Oman and Egypt and came after 30 years of being away from the Sultanate. The attendees were enchanted by selected songs performed by Egyptian singers in an atmosphere that took them to the time of the great Arab singer Kulthum. Discussing the labor market needs with the graduates from the College of Applied Sciences and supporting ideas and innovation of youth topped the discussions of the Industrial Academic Forum, which was held in the College of Applied Science in Sohar. The forum reviewed a number of innovative projects run by students that can be applied in the private sector, such as the project of insurance services for companies through internet, 3D virtual environment for Sohar city, and e-service in the logistics sector. The forum also came as a platform for dialogue among students, academics, and decision makers in the private sector. Creating awareness on the importance of disease prevention and reviewing the major causes topped the discussions within the school health exhibition. The exhibition was organized by the Ministry of Health in cooperation with the Ministry of Education and was held in the Science Discovery Center in the Governorate of North Sharqiya. The exhibition witnessed a wide participation from a number of domestic and governmental institutions. The event also included a number of medical checkups with the participation of nurses coinciding with Nursing World Day. The participants showcased a number of handicraft projects and drawings that encapsulated the idea of disease prevention. In an initiative reflecting the solidarity of the society with government bodies, citizens of the Wilaya of Vank organized a cleaning campaign for roads and residential areas after the latest weather conditions. More than 190 youngsters representing schools and sport teams in collaboration with the local municipality took part in the campaign. The main objective was to remove the debris of the latest rains on some roads of the Wilaya. With presence of a number of fishermen and workers in the fisheries sector, the Marine Safety Seminar was held in the Governorate of Musandam. The seminar came as a joint cooperation between the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth and Oman Shipping Company. The aim of the seminar was to increase the awareness on the importance of taking safety precautions and instill concepts of marine safety for fishermen and workers in the fisheries sector. The event witnessed wide participation represented by a number of various governmental bodies that provided support, advice and guidance through lectures presented by experts. Oman Shipping Company distributed bags including main marine safety tools for more than 100 fishermen in the governorate. The seminar included also an exhibition showcasing the readiness of concerned bodies in marine safety, namely Royal Oman Police and Air Monitoring Station in Kasab. The The Royal Oman Police Command in the Governorate of North Sharqiya celebrated the 32nd Gulf Cooperation Council Countries Traffic Week in cooperation with a number of government and private establishments. The week, entitled "Your Decision Determines Your Destiny," aims at raising awareness among drivers in the GCC countries. The celebration included a number of awareness programs that targeted governors, schools and bus drivers. It as well reviewed the main causes of accidents, in addition to the importance of following traffic rules. The Royal Oman Police Command in the Governorate of North Batina celebrated the GCC Traffic Week by organizing activities and awareness programs in a number of colleges and institutes in the Governorate. The celebration included the opening of the traffic exhibition with the participation of a number of government, private, civil and academic institutions. The week aimed at minimizing the risks of accidents, in addition to educating the society to avoid breaking the traffic rules. Now for the general weather forecast, partially cloudy to cloudy skies will prevail over the Governorate of Musandam, with chances of various intensity rainfalls and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains and its nearby areas. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be northeasterly to northerly light to moderate on the coastal areas overlooking Sea of Oman, while on the rest of the governorates it will be south to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate to rough along the Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 2.5 meters. Rest of the coast it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Education Council reviews before members of State Council the National Strategy for Education 2040 and restructuring education system. The Royal Hospital conducts heart electric catheter surgery, the first of its kind in the Sultanate, using a three-dimension radiography system. And General Union Council of Arab Chambers discusses in Muscat impacts of the sharp drop in oil prices on the economies of the Arab countries. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.